Hi, and welcome to Ginger English. I'm Marcus, joined as always by Sarah, and today we have an A1 level podcast for you. Okay, I want you to think about something. Think about a big mall, a very big mall. It is 2 days before Christmas. There are a lot of people. Everywhere, people are walking fast, people are carrying big bags, children are crying, music is playing. It is loud, it is busy, it is crazy. Now, imagine you are a mom. Your name is Linda. You have one child. His name is Max. Max is 7 years old. Max is a good boy. He is quiet, he is kind, he loves dogs, he loves Christmas, he loves sandwiches. Yes, sandwiches. That is important. Remember that. We are going to come back to that sandwich, I promise. So, you are Linda. You are in this big, loud, busy mall. You are looking at a coat. Just for 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. You are not doing anything wrong. You are just shopping. Like everybody else, it is normal. It is fine. You turn around, and Max is not there. He is gone. You look left, you look right, you call his name. Max, Max, but there is no answer. Just music, just noise, just 100 strangers walking past you. Nobody stops. Nobody looks at you. Everybody is busy. Everybody has somewhere to go, and you are standing there, alone, and your child is not with you. Your heart stops. That feeling, that cold, scary feeling in your chest. I think every parent knows that feeling. Even people without children can imagine it. 1 second, your child is right there, right next to you, and then you look away for just a moment, just one small moment, and then he is not there. He is gone, and the world keeps moving, and you cannot breathe. So what do you do? What does Linda do? She is in a big mall. There are maybe 500 people around her. It is December. It is 2 days before Christmas. Where do you even start? And more important, where is Max? I will tell you one thing right now. Max is okay. He is safe. He is not hurt. But the reason he is okay, that is the real story. That is the part that is going to stay with you. Something beautiful, something warm, something you really do not expect. This story happened in December, in a mall in Ohio, and it is real. A real boy, a real mom, a real moment of panic, and one very, very important sandwich. Stay with us. Sarah and I are going to take you through every part of this story, step by step, word by word. Simple English, short sentences, everything clear, and I promise, by the end, you are going to smile. Maybe you are going to smile a lot. Maybe you are even going to cry a little, in a good way. Okay, let us go. Sarah, take it from here.
Thank you, Marcus. Okay, so let me tell you about Linda. Linda is 34 years old. She lives in Columbus, Ohio. She is a single mom. That means she lives alone with Max, no husband, no partner, just Linda and Max. Linda works hard every day. She works at a small office near her home. She wakes up early. She makes breakfast for Max. She takes him to school. She goes to work. She picks him up. She makes dinner. She helps him with his homework every day. The same. Linda is tired, but she loves Max very much. Max is 7. He is in second grade. He is a small boy. He has brown hair and big brown eyes. He is quiet at school. His teacher says he is a good student. He does not talk a lot, but he watches everything. He notices everything. Max loves 3 things. Number 1, dogs. He loves dogs. Every dog. Big dogs, small dogs, white dogs, brown dogs. He loves all dogs. He always wants to stop and look at dogs on the street. Number 2, Christmas. Max loves Christmas. The lights, the tree, the music, the snow. He loves everything about Christmas. Every year, he writes a letter to Santa Claus. Every year, the letter is very long. And number 3, sandwiches. Max loves sandwiches. Every day for lunch, Linda makes him a sandwich. Turkey and cheese. That is his favorite. Always turkey, always cheese. Always the same bread. If Linda changes the bread, Max is not happy. So, it is December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Linda has 1 day off work. She decides to go to the mall. She needs to buy one more gift, something small, for her sister. It is not a big trip, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2, just Linda and Max. They go to Eastland Mall. It is a big mall in Columbus. On December 23rd, this mall is very, very busy. Linda parks the car. She takes Max by the hand. They go inside. The mall is loud. There is Christmas music everywhere. There are lights everywhere. Red, green, gold. There is a big Christmas tree in the middle of the mall. It is very tall, maybe 20 feet tall. It has hundreds of lights on it. It is beautiful. Max looks at the tree. His eyes are very big. He loves it. Linda looks at her phone. She has a list, one gift for her sister, a scarf, blue, maybe $40. She knows the store. It is on the second floor. She takes Max by the hand. They walk to the store. They go inside. Linda starts to look at scarves. Max stands next to her. And then Linda sees a scarf. It is perfect, blue, soft, the right price. She picks it up. She looks at it. She thinks, yes, this is the one. She turns around. Max is not there. Okay, so Max is not there. Linda looks left. She looks right. She walks to the door of the store. She looks outside. She sees people, many people, but no Max. She calls his name. Max? Nothing. Max, where are you? Nothing. Just music, just noise, just strangers. Linda starts to feel scared, very scared. Her hands are shaking. Her heart is beating fast. She goes back into the store. She asks a woman who works there, "Excuse me, did you see a little boy? Brown hair, blue jacket, 7 years old." The woman says no. She did not see him. Linda goes back outside. She calls his name again, louder this time. Max! People look at her, but nobody helps. Everybody is busy. It is December 23rd. Everybody has things to do. Linda takes out her phone. She calls Max. But Max does not have a phone. He is 7. Of course he does not have a phone. Linda knows this. But she calls anyway because she does not know what else to do. She starts to walk fast through the mall, past the stores, past the people. She is looking everywhere, at every face, every child. Is that him? No. Is that him? No. Is that him? No. 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes. No Max. Linda stops. She is in the middle of the mall now. She can see the big Christmas tree, the tall, beautiful tree with all the lights, and she thinks, I need help. I cannot do this alone. She sees a mall security guard, a young man in a dark uniform. She runs to him. Excuse me, please. My son is lost. His name is Max. He is 7 years old. Brown hair, blue jacket. Please, I cannot find him. The guard, his name is Tom, looks at Linda. He sees she is very scared. He is calm. He speaks slowly. Okay, do not worry. We are going to find him. How long has he been missing? Linda thinks. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20. I don't know. I was in the store and I turned around and he was gone. Tom nods. He takes out his radio. He calls the security office. This is Tom. I have a missing child, male, 7 years old, brown hair, blue jacket. Name is Max. All units, please check your areas. Then he looks at Linda. Okay. Tell me about your son. What does he like? Where does he like to go? Does he know this mall? Linda thinks. He loves dogs, and he loves the Christmas tree. He saw the tree when we came in. His eyes were so big. He loved it. Tom stops. He looks at the big Christmas tree. It is right there, in the center of the mall. Beautiful, tall, bright. He says, let's go look at the tree. And they walk. Fast, Tom and Linda, through the crowd, past the stores, toward the big Christmas tree in the center of Eastland Mall. And that is when things get interesting. Because what they find near that tree, nobody expected it.
Okay, so Tom and Linda are walking toward the Christmas tree. Fast, Linda is scared. Her eyes are everywhere. Every child she sees, she looks. Is that Max? No. Is that Max? No. They get close to the tree. Tom slows down. He looks around. There are people everywhere. Families, kids, couples. Everybody is looking at the tree, taking photos, smiling, laughing. Nobody notices anything wrong. It is a happy place, a normal December afternoon. And then Tom sees something near the bottom of the tree, on the floor. There is a small boy, brown hair, blue jacket. He is sitting on the floor. His back is against the base of the tree. His legs are stretched out in front of him. He is not crying. He is not scared. He is not lost. Not really. He is just there, calm, safe, looking down at something. Tom puts his hand gently on Linda's arm. He says quietly, "There, by the tree." Linda looks, and she sees him. Max, her Max, sitting on the floor next to the big Christmas tree under all those beautiful lights, completely calm. She wants to run. She wants to scream his name. But Tom says softly, "Wait, 1 second. Look." And Linda looks, really looks, and she sees it. Next to Max on the floor, there is a dog, a small dog, brown and white, dirty, thin. The dog has no collar, no leash, no owner. It is a stray dog, a dog with no home. How it got inside the mall, nobody knows. But it is there, right next to Max. And Max, 7 years old, quiet little Max, is feeding the dog his sandwich, the turkey and cheese sandwich that Linda made for him that morning. He is breaking it into small pieces with his little fingers, and he is giving the pieces to the dog one by one, slowly, carefully, like it is the most important thing in the world. The dog is eating from Max's hand. Its tail is moving, back and forth, back and forth. It is happy too. Max is talking to the dog, quietly. Linda cannot hear the words from where she stands, but she can see his face. He is not worried. He is not scared. He is completely happy. He found a dog. He is sharing his lunch. In Max's world, this is a perfect afternoon. Tom looks at Linda. Linda looks at Tom. Nobody says anything for a long moment. Then Linda walks to Max, slowly. She sits down next to him on the floor, right there, in the middle of the busy mall, in her nice coat. She just sits down on the floor. Max looks up. He sees his mom. He smiles. A big, easy, open smile. Like everything is completely normal. Like this is exactly where he is supposed to be. "Hi, Mom," he says. Linda looks at him. She wants to be angry. She wants to say, "Max, I was so scared. You cannot do this. You cannot just walk away." But she looks at his face, and she looks at the little dog, eating the very last piece of sandwich from her son's small, kind hand, and she cannot say anything at all. She just puts her arms around him. She holds him tight, very tight, and Max lets her. He does not pull away. He just lets her hold him. And the dog sits there quietly, looking at them both, its tail still moving.
Okay, so Linda is holding Max right there on the floor, under the Christmas tree, in the middle of the busy mall. And Tom is standing there watching them. He calls his radio. "This is Tom. Missing child located. He is safe. Near the main Christmas tree. Center court, all units, and thank you. We are good." He puts his radio away. He looks at the little dog. The dog looks at him. Its tail is still moving. Tom is a security guard. He works in this mall every day. He knows this mall very well, but he never saw this dog before. Not once. How did the dog get inside? Through a door, maybe. When somebody opened it. Small dogs can be fast. Small dogs can be quiet. Nobody noticed. Tom looks at the dog for a long time. The dog is small. It is thin. You can see its ribs a little. It is dirty. Its fur is not clean. It has no collar, no name tag, no owner. This dog lives on the street in December in Ohio. That is very cold. That is very hard. Tom sits down on the floor too, next to Linda and Max, 3 people and 1 dog sitting under a big Christmas tree in a shopping mall. Max looks at Tom. "Is he in trouble?" Max asks. He means the dog. Tom shakes his head. "No, he is not in trouble." "Good," says Max. "He was hungry. I gave him my sandwich. I hope that is okay." Tom smiles. "That is very okay, Max." Max looks at the dog again. "He does not have a home," Max says. It is not a question. He knows. "I can tell. His collar is gone, and he is too thin. Dogs with homes are not this thin." Linda listens to her son, 7 years old, and he sees all of this. He notices everything. "Can we keep him?" Max asks. He looks at Linda. Linda looks at the dog. The dog looks at Linda. Its brown eyes are soft. It is not scared. It is calm. It just ate half a turkey and cheese sandwich. It is probably the best day of this dog's life, Linda thinks. She lives in a small apartment. No pets allowed. She works all day. A dog is a big responsibility. A dog costs money, food, a vet, toys. She looks at Max, his brown eyes, his big question. She looks at the dog, its soft eyes, its moving tail. She closes her eyes for 1 second, then she opens them. We cannot keep him today, she says slowly, but we can help him. Max nods. He is listening. We can take him to a shelter, Linda says. A good shelter, where people will take care of him, where he will be warm, where he will have food, and maybe someone will adopt him, give him a real home. Max thinks about this. He looks at the dog. The dog licks his hand. One slow, warm lick. Max smiles, a small smile, a little sad, but also okay. Okay, he says, but I want to visit him. We can visit, says Linda. Tom stands up. He looks at the dog. He looks at Linda. He says, I know a good shelter, not far from here. They are open today. I can write down the address. Linda nods. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Tom smiles. Thank your son. He is the one who found the dog. Max looks up at Tom, very serious. The dog found me, he says. Tom laughs, a real laugh, a good laugh. And just like that, the scary afternoon starts to turn into something else, something warm.
So, let me tell you what happens next. Linda, Max, and the little dog leave the mall. Tom walks them to the door. He writes down the address of the shelter on a small piece of paper. He gives it to Linda, then he looks at Max. You did a good thing today, Tom says. That dog was cold and hungry. You helped him. That matters. Max looks at Tom very seriously. Somebody has to help, he says. Tom nods. He does not say anything else. What is there to say? They say goodbye. Linda puts Max in the car. The dog sits on Max's lap. It is small. It fits perfectly. Max puts his arms around it. The dog does not move. It just sits there, warm, safe. For the first time in a long time, safe. Linda drives to the shelter. It is called Columbus Animal Care. It is not far, maybe 10 minutes. They go inside. A woman at the front desk looks up. She sees Linda. She sees Max. She sees the dog. We found him, Max says. At the mall. He was alone. He was hungry. I gave him my sandwich. Can you help him? The woman smiles. A real warm smile. Yes, she says. We can help him. Come with me. They go to a room in the back. A vet, a doctor for animals, comes and looks at the dog. She checks his eyes, his teeth, his paws. She says he is maybe 2 years old. He is thin but not sick. He just needs food and warmth and time. She asks, does he have a name? Max thinks. He looks at the dog. The dog looks at Max. Cookie, says Max, because I gave him my sandwich. And sandwiches are like cookies. Kind of. The vet laughs. Linda laughs. Even the woman at the front desk laughs a little. Cookie it is, says the vet. They put Cookie in a clean, warm space, fresh water, good food, a soft bed. Cookie eats everything, fast, then he drinks the water, then he lies down on the bed. He puts his head on his paws. He closes his eyes. Max watches him through the window. He does not say anything, just watches. Then he turns to Linda. He is okay now, he says. Not a question, a fact. He is okay, Linda says. Max nods. Good. They drive home. It is late now, dark outside. The Christmas lights on the street are on, red and green and gold. Max looks out the window. After a few minutes he says, Mom, I am sorry I walked away. I know you were scared. Linda looks at him in the mirror. I was very scared, Max. I saw the dog, Max says. He was alone. He was sitting under the tree and nobody was looking at him. Everybody was looking at the tree but not at him. And I thought, somebody has to look at him. Linda does not say anything for a moment. She just drives. Then she says, You are a good boy, Max. And Max, quiet, serious, 7-year-old Max, just nods, like he knows, like he has always known. And outside the Christmas lights keep shining. Okay, so now I want to tell you what happens after that night. Linda and Max go home. Linda makes dinner, something simple, soup and bread. They eat together. They do not talk a lot, but it is a good quiet, a warm quiet. Max goes to bed early. Before he sleeps, he asks Linda one question. Mom, do you think somebody will adopt Cookie? Linda sits on the edge of his bed. She thinks about this. She wants to say yes. She wants to say, of course, Max. Cookie is wonderful. Somebody is going to love him. But she does not want to lie because Linda does not lie to Max. Not even small lies. Not even kind ones. So she says, I hope so. He is a good dog. We are going to visit him, and we are going to see. Max thinks about this. Then he nods. Okay, he says. He closes his eyes. Linda turns off the light. She closes the door. She goes to the kitchen. She sits down at the table, and for the first time all day, she lets herself feel everything. The fear, the relief, the strange warm feeling of watching her 7-year-old son feed a stray dog under a Christmas tree. She puts her face in her hands, and she cries, just a little, in a good way, now. The next day is December 24th, Christmas Eve. Linda and Max go back to the shelter. They visit Cookie. Cookie sees Max and his tail goes crazy. Fast, very fast. Max laughs. He sits on the floor. Cookie climbs on him, licks his face. Max laughs more. The woman at the shelter watches them. She says, he remembers you. Of course he does, says Max. I gave him my sandwich. The woman at the shelter, her name is Diane, looks at Linda. Linda looks at Diane. Diane says quietly, you know, we have a lot of dogs here, and most of them, people walk past. They look for a puppy, something small and cute. Cookie is 2 years old. He is not a puppy. It can be hard to find a home for a dog like him. Linda listens. But, says Diane, sometimes the right person walks in, and they just know. They just feel it. Linda looks at Max. Max is on the floor. Cookie is on his lap. Max is talking to Cookie quietly. Cookie is listening. His ears are up. His eyes are on Max. Linda looks at this for a long time. Then she says, Diane, is there a way to talk to my landlord about a small dog? A very calm, very small dog? Diane smiles. There is always a way to try. Linda takes out her phone. She calls her landlord. Right there, in the shelter, on Christmas Eve, she explains everything. The mall, Max, the sandwich, Cookie. The landlord is quiet for a moment. Then he says, a small dog? Very small, says Linda. Another pause. Fine, he says. But if there is any damage, there will be no damage, says Linda. I promise. She hangs up. She looks at Max. Max is looking at her. He heard everything. His eyes are very big. Can we? He says, very quiet, very serious. Linda nods, and Max, for the first time that whole day, does not say anything at all. He just puts his arms around Cookie and holds him, and Cookie puts his head on Max's shoulder, and that is how Cookie came home, on Christmas Eve, in Columbus, Ohio, because a 7-year-old boy shared his sandwich.
Okay, so that is the story. A boy, a dog, a sandwich. And one very important afternoon, 2 days before Christmas. I love this story. I really do. Because it is so simple. Max did not do anything big. He did not save the world. He did not do something on TV. He was just a 7-year-old boy in a mall with a sandwich. And he saw a dog that was alone. And he thought, somebody has to help. That is it. That is the whole thing. But think about what happened because of that one small moment. Linda found her son. Tom found a lost child. Cookie found a warm place. And then Cookie found a home, a real home, with Max, with Linda, on Christmas Eve, one sandwich, one small kind act. And everything changed. I think about this a lot. I think, how many times do we walk past something? How many times do we see a problem and think, somebody else will help? Or, it is not my job. Or, I am busy. I have things to do. Max did not think any of that. He is 7. He does not know those thoughts yet. He just saw a hungry dog, and he helped. Maybe that is something we can all try. Just a little more. Just one small thing. One moment. One sandwich. Now. Marcus and I want to say thank you. Thank you for listening to this story with us today. We hope your English is a little better now. We hope you learned some new words. And we really hope, that this story made you feel something good. If it did, please subscribe to Ginger English right now. Hit that subscribe button. It is free, and it helps us so much. Every new subscriber means we can make more stories, more podcasts, more A1 level English, simple, clear, and real. And if you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It takes 1 second. But it tells us that you want more stories like this one. And if you have a friend who is learning English, please share this podcast with them. Send them the link. Tell them, hey, this is easy to listen to. This is a good story. Try it. We also want to hear from you. Do you have a dog? Do you have a story like this? A small, kind moment that changed something? Write it in the comments. We read every comment. Everyone. Okay, one last thing. Max and Cookie. How are they now? Linda shared this story on a local Facebook group in Columbus. A lot of people saw it. A reporter from a small local newspaper wrote about it. And Tom, the security guard, saw the story online. He sent Linda a message. He said, I still think about that afternoon. That boy and that dog. I hope they are happy. Linda wrote back. She said, they are very happy. Cookie sleeps in Max's bed every night, and every morning Max makes 2 sandwiches, one for his lunch and one for Cookie. Turkey and cheese. Always turkey and cheese. Thank you so much for being here with us today. This is Ginger English. I am Sarah, and we will see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves, and maybe share a sandwich with someone today. You never know what can happen.